Released in 1954, Godzilla hit Japanese cinemas with a thunderous roar, leading the charge into what is now one of the longest-running franchises in the history of cinema. Through the years, there have been quite a few releases of the film on physical media, with Criterion even releasing the film on 3 separate occasions. Which leads us to today's review, Criterion's 4K re-release of the film. I've been chomping at the bit to watch this, and finally took some time to give it a gander. That leads us to the age-old question. Is it worth the purchase? Today, we'll be finding out. As usual, the equipment I use will be in the description. Always remember, different equipment will produce different results. The film itself was watched straight off the disc on my UB820 player. The 4K disc is region-free, but keep in mind that the Blu-ray copy included will be locked to region A, which includes the countries listed on screen. If you have any questions on this release, be sure to leave a comment, and be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy the review. Starting with video, this is quite the interesting case. Starting with the positives, when the image is crisp, it is stunning. Many shots of Godzilla here look fantastic. You get to see the grooves of the suit and puppets used, allowing you to get the best view this iteration has had on screen. Depending on the scenery, I found some shots had some really nice detail, with examples such as Serizawa's lab providing layered shots with crisp visuals on not only the props, but the actors themselves. Blacks look good, though at times detail does seem to be lost. At no point was I squinting to see what was happening though, with the image being bright enough to see the visuals without compromising the quality. These positives go for about half the film. Past that, we begin to hit a few lows. There's a lot of compositing here, which makes sense for the era this was made, but it leads to some jarring moments while watching. More demanding scenes, such as the diving scene and many of the boat sequences, also suffer from a lower quality compared to the rest of the film. This can also be seen with certain sequences involving Godzilla. Again, much of that being due to the use of compositing, making him much fuzzier than the objects in front of him. It becomes at times distracting. While it didn't affect the viewing massively, it was prevalent enough to note. The video only being SDR is also disappointing. The video here hits some massive highs, yet just as much it hits some fairly steep lows. Overall, I wasn't blown away by the image, but it's the best the film has looked. Getting into audio, the release includes a Japanese LPCM mono track and English subtitles. Nothing stuck out too horribly with the audio. Due to the age of the film, you shouldn't expect the most immersive experience, but it does the job, and at no point hinders the viewing. When Godzilla was on screen, his presence was felt, with the audio having the perfect amount of oomph to emphasize his roars and stomps. This goes for the majority of sound effects, allowing some decent immersion into the film, with bustling trains and jet fighters whizzing by. Dialogue was clear, well, at least for the mics used, of course. With this, the music came through solid, with it only taking over the dialogue once or twice. Overall, the sound is balanced really well, and for a mono track, I was super happy with the outcome. Nothing to write home about, but sometimes that's more than enough. As this is a Criterion release, you get quite a few special features, which include the American cut of the film Godzilla, King of the Monsters, info about the cast and crew of the film, a special effects featurette, an interview with Tadao Sato about Godzilla's influence in Japan, The Unluckiest Dragon, which is an audio essay about the Lucky Dragon number 5, an interview with legendary Godzilla composer Akira Ifukube, audio commentary by David Kalat for both films, an essay by critic Jay Haberman, and trailers. What can I say? This is truly a stacked release. For packaging, I'm going to be a bit nitpicky here. The outer sleeve itself is solid. I like the vibe the cover gives off, with the upward shot of Godzilla as he makes his way into a burning Tokyo. It's an awesome attention grabber. The issue comes up when we get to the actual inside, where we see a pop-up for the suit used in Godzilla against Mechagodzilla. I'm led to believe they did this as the skeleton of the original Godzilla is featured in that film as a plot point. Yet it feels odd to use here if that's the case. I think it would have been sick if they used a shot of him peering over the mountain. Having it be a suit from a film made decades later is an odd choice overall, and makes the packaging feel cheaper, at least to me. Again, very nitpicky, but still bothers me. So, is this worth the purchase? Well, I have a bit of a layered answer to provide. While the 4K itself is a decent upgrade, it doesn't come off as worth the $50 MSRP. I will say it's worth keeping in mind that this will go on sale a few times each year, with various stores and even Criterion themselves holding sales every few months. Even then, if you already own the film through a Criterion release, I'd be hesitant to fully recommend an upgrade. As mentioned prior, it's the best the film has looked, but having those gorgeous scenes mixed in with fuzzy sequences makes for a watch that, at times, can drag the film down. Special features are loaded, and for the most part this feels like a premium release. But at the end of the day, the main reason someone is going to buy a movie is to watch it. It's a great pickup if you don't already own the film and want it in your collection, but otherwise, I'd just wait for a sale or skip it. Thanks for making it to the end of the review. As mentioned, be sure to comment if you have any questions on this release, or to share your personal thoughts if you own it. If you enjoyed the review, be sure to like, and also subscribe to see more from me. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Toby Satsu, and I hope that you have a great day.